Yeah, hi, Chief Spicy. This is Matthew Schuman. Your call taker, Jessica Ferrari, extremely rude. We had a incident a couple weeks ago. My dad was out of his blood pressure medication, and I didn't have service. I didn't pay my phone bill at the time, and the only way I could reach, I was trying to see if it was okay for me to go to the pharmacy because we had no other way of and I didn't know if I was criminally trespassed or not from the farm. It was an emergency, and the call taker's rude. It's Officer Jessica Ferrari, and she just screamed and yelled at me over the phone. I was, 911 is supposed to be a sanctuary and supposed to be a place where people can go to get help, and it's turned out just to be the opposite. We were having a legitimate emergency. I my dad has an Alzheimer's illness. He's got severe Alzheimer's. He's also has to get medication. If he doesn't get those medications, he's at risk of getting serious bodily injury. And for her to sit there, she's rude, sir. She's just very rude. She just will say she doesn't care over the phone. It's not an emergency. She marginalizes things. She won't listen. She's saying she won't. She keeps interrupting people over the phone. Um, and I was trying to get help because we didn't know how to get the medications. And but basically, she's just saying, um, I I don't want to use profanity, but she just says, like tough shit. I don't care, and we didn't have and I wasn't trying to call 911. I didn't have phone service, and so I thought it was okay. So anyway, yeah, it's Officer Jessica Ferrari, and we were just trying to get medications at the store for my dad at the pharmacy on CVS on Campbell and Nantucket, and I was trying to see because we didn't if we could just get that the medications that one time because he was out and it was an emergency, and she wouldn't even listen. She's just very rude, and I just wish there was a way we could correct the problem where when you call and I'm going to re-record this message and try to make it. I'm going to edit this message and try to re-record it. Thank you, sir. Let me see if I can re-record it. Yeah, hi, Chief Spicy. Your call taker, Officer Jessica Ferrari, is really rude over the phone. You would think 911 is a sanctuary um, for people that need help. And I went to jail a couple days ago because of something. I was trying to get medicate. I was having difficulties getting my dad's medication at the pharmacy because there's been some history there, and I was trying to see if I needed some help because we didn't have any of the medications and I didn't know what to do. So I thought the best thing at the time to do was to ask for help. I was saying, we couldn't get his medications and he's at risk for heart attack or stroke. He has heart problems. And we were stressed out. And 911 is supposed to be a sanctuary where people can go and get help. And you try to call it, and it really re-victimizes people because they, or whatever. We were having an emergency in the late, and my phone didn't. I didn't pay my phone bill. I didn't have service, and the only way I could get through to the dispatch was to explain. We were having problems. He was out of medication, and basically, it's very demeaning. It's degrading. Uh, you know, in other words, she's just saying that your dad doesn't matter. He's just worthless. And I don't care. She's extremely rude. I've dealt with her several times, uh, trying to bring up the health issues. We have a lot of problems at home, and she just does not care. She doesn't want to listen. She just every time you call, oh, it's not an emergency. We don't, well, to me, it is an emergency. We didn't have medications. His wife was my mom was frantic about it because we wanted to make sure that he didn't get off his meds, and she just does not care. She just does as little as possible um, to as little as possible to get by and to get her to draw her salary or get her government benefits. And I've even explained to her, you know, there's been times I still believe Mark Jordan pays people because he's in jail right now for 6 years. Laura Jordan's wife, Mark Jordan pays people to harass me, and so I asked her, do you know that Mark Jordan pays people to harass me? A lot of people, because I had something to do with that. A lot of people have ill sentiment towards that, and she just said that I have no comment on it. So I just wanted to bring that to your attention. I wish you could correct the matter and see that the call takers were not rude. Let me see. I'm going to re-record this. Okay, thank you.
To send this message, press pound or hang up. To play it, 3. To re-record it, 4. To record your message at the tone, then press pound.
Hi, Chief Spicy. This is Matthew Schumann. I was calling to make a comment. The call taker, Officer Jessica Ferrari, she's extremely rude. I wish you could put uh, uh, things in place to correct the matter. We tried to call several times. This is I spoke to Lieutenant Hart and went to jail for a couple hours. Um, yeah, I got picked up at the grocery store. I was trying to buy food. I thought I was having a heart attack. But what happened was this happened February 3rd, I believe, somewhere around then. I was trying to get my dad's medication. I didn't pay my phone bill service for that month. And the only way I could get a hold of the dispatch was to dial 911 emergency call without I was trying to call the police. There's a way to call the police if you don't have phone service. So I didn't have phone service, but anyway, she's just extremely rude. She marginalized it, and I wish there were actions put in place to correct this, so your call takers wouldn't be rude. They ignore your phone calls. They hang up. They try to provoke you. They try to make you angry. They try to do that just to get you in trouble. And 911 is supposed to be a sanctuary, a place where people can go to get help. But there are some inconsistencies. I mean, there's some people that Officer Ferrari will help. There's others that she just will just, you know, be rude to, degrade, or a lot of stuff. And I just wish she'll scream at people. She'll just hang the phone up. She won't even listen to the call. So I just wanted to bring that to your attention, sir. Okay, thank you. You have a good day. Bye.
To send this message, press pound or hang. Your message has been sent.